Yeah.
Hello.
What?
I want to play a game.
Oh, shit. Alright guys, let's go. We gotta wrap this up. It's game day. I'm in a rush. Let's go. I don't even have my face on yet. I'll be right out. And you're gonna have to sit this one out. 31 for 31 Days of Halloween continues with day 3. Saw. Let's get into it. I said chainsaw, damn it! In 2001, James Wan and Lee Winnell wrote a script for what would eventually become a student project for them while in film school. In 2003, they filmed what is now affectionately being called Saw 0.5, which was kind of their halfway mark of seeing how the mechanics of making this new torture style and voyeur-esque type of horror movie. So after the script shopped around for a little bit longer, they finally got a company to back them up, giving us the groundbreaking and horror movie genre changing Saw. If you've never seen any of these movies, I'm gonna try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. The movie opens with two men who are complete strangers chained up inside of a bathroom together and alone. I seen a couple of them late night movies that start like that. Anyway, as time starts to progress, they start to find clues around the room, things that are leading them to look in some very disgusting places, like inside of a toilet. Wait, come to think of it, I think I've been inside of that Taco Bell. The two men trapped inside this nasty, nasty bathroom are Cary Elwes, just look what they did to Robin Hood, and Lee Winnell himself. Other notable names in the cast are Tobin Bell and I'm too old for this shit Danny Glover. He looks so lonely without Mel Gibson. Basically, the premise of the movie is these two strangers, Dr. Lawrence Gordon, played by Cary Elwes, and Adam, played by Winnell, have to try to piece puzzle together.
Oh, I love escape rooms. Let's see one.
Mother. They find tapes, they find a cell phone, they find a single bullet, they find a cigarette, while a dead body lays dormant in the middle of the room. Outside of that, a hospital attendant is kidnapping Dr. Lawrence's family, and a detective that is suspecting Lawrence of actually being this notorious killer that is setting up traps for his victims to kill themselves instead of him actually committing the murder. The jigsaw killer, as it comes to be known, likes to put people that he deems unworthy of their lives, people that take life for granted, that don't really cherish the life that they have, puts them in a position to where they could survive his trap, but most likely their will to live isn't strong enough, including some of the most iconic scenes in horror movie history. Dr. Gordon and Adam start to slowly realize that he doesn't want them to saw through their chains. He wants them to saw through their feet. All I'm saying is, if he had Andre the Giant and Indigo Montoya with him, they had this handle lickety-split. I'm going to leave their fates ambiguous to you, because if you haven't seen these movies, any of them, you obviously know this legacy continues on. But the twist that's at the end of this original movie sets up the other 8 freaking sequels. 8! This low-budget, shot-in-one-room movie completely changed horror forever.
The film was shot in one room, not for stylistic choices, but actually due to budget constraints. The two young filmmakers didn't realize how much it cost to set up different shooting locations, so they modified the script from the original for most of the movie to take place in just the one room, saving them a lot of time and money in the process. Good move, guys.
With a Rotten Tomatoes score of 51, this movie was actually more groundbreaking than the critics gave it, but the issue was they coined the term of this movie as being torture porn. Please don't Google that. I will not be responsible. Whew.
Torture porn.
Yeah, don't look at that. Other subsequent movies like that started coming out right after this movie hit theaters, so it kind of was just a gore fest that people saw, but this first movie really set the tone for the other 8 freaking sequels.
It turns out a lot of these traps and setups that were going on in the movie to murder the victims with actually came from James Wan's childhood memories. The hell happened at your house, dude?
It's insane. Give it a watch if you've never seen it. And if you have, well, grab one of the other 8 sequels. It's worth a watch. Till tomorrow, guys. I'll see you then. I'll be out in a minute, guys. Don't start without me.
Well, that's it for today's episode. But let's see what we're in store for next. Let's see. Oh, I'm next. Cool. And I'm doing Candyman. Candyman? 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 Candyman?
Be my victim.